So another assignment that I went on, Hurricane Andrew happened in the early, I think 91 or 92, the early 90s anyway. And it's just a devastating hurricane. I mean, we don't, Katrina was devastating. This was like the earlier version of Katrina. South Florida was just, it looked like nuclear bombs had gone off. Telephone poles were just, there's no electricity. Um, there was tent cities set up all over the place. So they sent in several hundred deputy U.S. Marshals to help out. And one of the groups that we worked with was FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement. And what was interesting, and many of those were the Fish and Wildlife folks that worked for uh, FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement. And I noticed that there were a lot of older folks. And you're working hand in glove with a lot of these guys because all the local city police officers in Homestead and Florida City, their houses had been blown away. So we were the law enforcement in that part of Florida for a number of weeks and then helped with other things as well. And so I was chatting with some of these guys and they said, oh, yeah, there's no age limit on a lot of them look like, James Brolin, tough looking guys that were still in great shape in their 50s and even pushing early 60s. And they said, yeah, as long as you can do the job, then you can still work marine enforcement down here and you get your own boat, you get your own, ATVs. And I just thought, man, that would be, if I wasn't already with the marshals, that would be a cool thing to do. So, and plus they carried Colt Python revolvers, which I've always had a sweet spot for Colt Python revolvers. And so that's not a big, that I just tucked that away. And later on, as I imagined Arliss, I wanted him to be from somewhere that was 180 off of Alaska. And so, sorry, let me turn this off here. 180 off of Alaska. And so I figured Florida would be good and having a grandfather that was older but could still be active in law enforcement. And Florida Marine Patrol is cool and Arliss can carry his gun. And it just all sort of blossomed from there. But it all stems from an assignment with the Marshal Service I was there for almost 2 months, working after Hurricane Andrew.